Alright, this is a new video for my special followers, Power Trigger Trade here. As you can see, I posted true facts here, VRTX, WDC, TSO, and NFLX. All these are winning trades inside of a very choppy market. They're no big deal and they're not what I'm about, but what they are proof and what I'm going to be doing a video on is this, and especially what I did with Netflix. I can tell you guys one thing, that nobody posted or did anything like this. In fact, I looked at the boards, and what I saw were people are more on the the bearish side. And let's click on let's click on this chart here. And you see it opens up, right? If you do this right, things will open up properly. And plus, in this video, I'm going to talk about a super follower. So some of you guys can message me who wants to be a super follower. But just look at what I did here, and this is what I'm going to be explaining to people. But I figured I'd explain it to you guys. So look, most people, to be honest, I was to the upside. However, things could be to the downside, right? But the beauty of this chart was, if you read it, go read it again. But I'm just going to explain it. But if we see the negative side of this, what I said, we can notice that the Netflix could not show any power to the downside, and instead took the plan of this one. So it kind of was very reassuring, and this is a very difficult stock to trade. Now let me explain what I also said. October 95, here, the 100 October calls. Now they were inexpensive. They gained because of the move. They gained about 150. To 200%, depending on the entry point. And day traders out there, ones with a couple $100,000 to work with, they can try to, what they do is they look for trends, and they try to pick 50, 60 cents little trend move. But believe me, if they could pinpoint something like this and have the guts to hold something, they would be making way more. But they don't have those skills. And yet, with these options, $1,000 options, you're working with $1,000 capital, and you made more than $1,000. Some of these guys that make $1,000, okay, they're using $200,000. So this is very powerful strategies that I do here. And so people on power plan trades now, I'm very convinced of what I do, so I don't need to have lazy people. I'm not going to everybody that remains a follower, and I'm going to give it probably a couple of days, but what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get rid of, I've got to get rid of people, but look what I've done. I've made this stupid proof. Look at this. If you have been blocked, send me a message. Do you follow what I'm saying? And if people don't understand how to do that, I don't need them. They're too stupid to become successful in the market. And a lot of people, I was lax on this, but I could have had hundreds of people. You guys don't know. I didn't accept them in. I could tell, and that's why I'm making a new video. And this video is a little bit different too. Now, let's go to active power trigger trade. And it's all documented here, right? And everybody witnessed what I said about the SPY, and it reversed along with Netflix. Now look, the stock couldn't confirm, and there's no harm. Remember, we don't take the trades unless it confirms. But let's look at facts here. And this is choppy market conditions. BBRY, I gave it very clear to BBRY what it really needs to do. It was very clear to me this couldn't have any power. So this is powerful advice, right? And so that's why we need people to be we need comments, people. Here's my point. Comments are like people, you guys are paying attention, right? Because everyone who remains a special follower is someone that's following everything that I'm talking about, and they're taking the time to look to make comments based on that. VRTX, you can see that WDC. If we look at them, right? You can see that. I don't need to open them up, but now this was hard to trade by option wise, right? But it doesn't matter. because like I said, the idea is that it worked very well. You couldn't lose. There was no way to lose. Day traders. Do you want to know something? I want to show some people. I don't think people realize what I'm doing, how much more powerful I am than most of these traders out there. So I'm going to demonstrate this now. I'm going to prove it to you. VRTX. Power trade here. Confident man. Come on. This damn thing's slow sometimes. Here, I gotta press pause. Okay, it's coming up. All right, so let's take a look at this. Now, some people are doing this. Now, look, guys, you don't need to post charts. This is great. Now, this is what a super follower should do, eh? But you don't need to do that. Remember, message me if you want to be a super follower, and that means we can talk, to try to organize things a bit. I want some super followers too. You know what a super follower is going to do? Is going to share. Look at this guy here. Look. Day trading coach, okay? Right, this is what an example, but I'm going to educate you guys. So, what happened here in VTRX? That guy there, okay, I'll give you an example. He's a good, but he has a lot of money to work with, more than most people, and so his system wouldn't help people unless they have or make the kind of money he makes. But where was it here? Where was it? Here it goes. Not that. This guy was losing money. He was expecting this to be a bounce. This is guessing. So he's losing money on a trade where it's supposed to go to the downside. Out minus 160. Not a big deal. Out 32 cents. What he's showing you, right? 320. That means that he's buying 1,000 shares. Okay. Now let's go to VRTX. Okay. Right. So we go to VRTX. And this guy was trying, what was it, a 20, let's go back to the, let's go look at the day here. So here it is, September 21. He's trying long, right? Long, right? So and now I'm going to compare this. This is a so-called day trading coach, okay? Making calls to go long. Now, what he's trying to do is trying to scalp a bounce, okay? Now imagine he applied, which he doesn't, he's not going to think like this. I was able to show somebody how to make money in Netflix with $1,000. Literally $1,000 to make $1,000. You would have made that. In order to make the money, to scalp the money out that guy is doing, which is only for little pennies, right? He's using 1,000 shares, and you need to own 1,000 shares of VRTX. You need 1,000 times. You need 100 and at the time, $120,000 to work with, versus $1,000 my system. You get my drift? And I know the people who mostly follow me do not have large accounts, $200,000, $300,000. So my system is really about how to give a person with a small account, you even with $5,000, have a chance to make good money, because you don't need to. You just buy less options, but could make good money percentage-wise. This guy's system. Can see that this is, to me, I even messaged him. I says, because when I seen this, I was looking at the VRTX board and I'm going, this guy's trying to go long this. I'm looking at the charts and I'm going, there is nothing great about it. This is like guessing. But this is a day trading coach. Okay, as you know, my style is not about guessing. So what I need elite followers, people who really believe in what I do, and that means you're going to go on the StockTwits boards. I'll go to my profile here. So I just demonstrated this. It's a great idea. I'm gonna press pause here. It's a great idea, but it's nowhere near the quality of this. I mean, this guy, he would clean up if he would do what I do, but he doesn't. He's going for his quick scalps. He makes a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, okay? But most people aren't going to do, are not going to be working with the money he's working with, right? So my system with options, it's giving a lot more people the power to do something. And this is where we can, what the system, I mean, I show more long-term stuff, but even if you were to do some scalp, there are so many other ways we can use my system, okay, that of course, it's beyond the scope of what I'm doing now here. But I'm just giving you an idea of the future, where imagine you're using weekly options and you can scalp out all kinds of money. Because there's a lot of things I'm working on, right? So, as special followers, we need me to grow here on Power Plan Trades, right? And how that's gonna happen is through power trigger trade. As I have a lot of followers. The number of followers I have, when people see good positive things, adds weight. Okay, because I worked really hard to get people to, I wouldn't have all this followers, people, because people like what I do, right? But then a lot of people are deadbeats, right? So what I decided to do is work on, when I know people are coming in here, which is you guys, I have good followers, solid followers. Okay, this is why I think this is an amazing video I'm making to explain this, right? And I mean, it's all documented. Everybody knows. I talked about, not everything works out, right? There's things that don't work out, but they work out more often than not. I mean, TSO options were good, and so are Netflix options. VRTX, not so much. But the point is that I was correct on the depth. There's where I talked about Guild, but Guild was playing a little bit of a games, right? So, people, it's important to make comments on stock twits. Not just make you can favorite and stuff, and that's why what I'm hoping for is everybody that are power plan trade followers seeing this video, you guys are going to automatically do this stuff. I don't want to explain it anymore, and I'm going to be making a new video on Twitter here. Excuse me, I got a cold bit start. On Twitter, and I'm going to explain stuff like all the stuff I did. It's going to be very different. But most of those people that will come over, whenever it'll be slow. I don't care, because if I have 50, 60 really good people, my board's going to light up. But it's not lighting up because it's not working, because I have too many lazy followers. Who aren't serious. Like, I'm telling you, the future is going to be bright. I'm working on some really big plans here. The market is difficult. But even to the short side. But I've been really focusing on my big things on the long side. But there's so many ways to make money, even when the markets have these reversals, like I did with the SPY, right? So, and of course on Twitter, people, retweets. When you do a retweet, I don't know if this will work. You add comments. I need people to start doing that. So you want to be active on the Twitter Power Trigger Trade, and on the stock twits Power Trigger Trade. On Power Trigger Trade and stock twits, as a super follower, what you want to do sometimes share if there's room. You don't need to do it like as super followers. People message me. You basically hit this share button, right? And then that's the only way to do it. Then you make the adjustments if you want to make a comment yourself. Great trade. Great trade, whatever, you add to the thing, then you hit share, it's done. And what'll happen is, if you do it that way, in other words, you have to take it from the source. You must take it from my page here. Any other way you try to share these charts, they're not going to blow up properly, because this is how, when someone clicks on these charts, so let's click on it, right? And if they click on it again, it should blow up. Boom, right? But if it's not done right, they don't blow up. What they do is they show up very small, and the people can't see them. All right. So again, message me who wants to become a super follower, and then you guys can work with me on timing this, or at least I can count on you super followers, and I'll give credit to that. I'll give you guys credit, and in the future it'll add up to something. Remember, no one needs to take any of these trades. Don't take any trades. If you like something, it's up to you. And if you feel like, the point is that you're witnessing this stuff, and then we need to make comments, positive comments. Whenever you see me post something, that means make one comment. Look at this. I put this out here. Make a comment. Yeah, I witnessed it. Whatever. So many things. You use your mind. What say? People see that link. Or new followers want to go, then want to go to here, and then they're going to go through this new video that I'm going to make over here, where I'll be 15-20 minutes, and it's going to be really unique. You can check it out, just like this video. It's a long video I'm making here, but I'm trying to I want to keep as many people here as possible, but I will be getting rid of people more and more and more. It won't matter what I do. The people that I do keep, everybody who does stay on, I'm going to be looking for stuff like this, like, you guys going beyond it, always making comments when applicable. Anywhere. But especially the new stuff, anything new. This Netflix trade was huge. You know how much percentage gains that was on these instructions? I don't know if any one of you checked it out, right? If you put up the Netflix call and see how much it was at 100 and where it was at 100, 105. It was up a lot, right? But if you're not following for yourself and learning, okay, and just you're never going to get good at this stuff or get the confidence. I write this stuff. I look at this stuff deeply to try to put the odd. I want winning trades. Winning trades are good for me in the pocket. It's good for the. It's good for everybody. It's good for for stock twits and power sugar trading. I mean everything I do. But there's so many people posting things, but no one's doing it like this, right? I got Trade with Joe understands that. But he does his own thing. He's a good trader. He does his own thing. What I'm doing is a little different, and it's unique. And that's why I use a confirmation system. Like, Ambach, it was very clear to me when I was watching a trade that this was a no-no. You know, because everything was sucky, right? Because my instructions kind of give you, kind of give you the idea. You can tell. And then you use your trading skills or what you know about charts, and you look and and you trade them, right? I'm demonstrating the system, but I don't need anyone to take anything. But at least, if as a witness, as a power plant trade witness, when I post, I'm going to be posting stuff on Power Trucker Trade sometimes and on Power Plant Trades. Whenever I post stocks, even when I post them, another thing I want to make clear, people, even when I post stock, say, hey, that's something I want to watch. It's going to create. I'm telling you. I know from experience, but when this all dies down, nothing has the same power. You know, I should have gotten way more followers, but I didn't because there's not enough action going on. You know, the comments creates and again people that it creates excitement. I know, but not only that, it attracts the right kind of people too. The people that want to come into power plant trades are the people that are going to be more serious, because they're not going to go through the video. This video, I'm going to make things a little bit difficult. And you know why? I've tried many ways. It's not working, and I don't care. And I don't care. I don't care who. Like I don't like. It's not about how many I have followers here. It's the quality number power plant trades. And I know that from this, sometimes the small things can grow the large things even larger. So as this grows larger and I have really smart followers, like the guys like you who are sticking around, it will hugely impact. And the more of you doing this, right? If we only have the same 3, 4, 5, 6 people doing things, it's not going to be as impactful. But we have 20, 30, 40 people doing these things. And you guys, the guys who do it are become examples. More and more people doing it. I mean, look, we only have 4 people here. Let's take a look here, people. Right? I know these people. Great. We need more like this. More like you guys. Thank you guys. I'm gonna address some of the people that are so bear with me here. Let's look at this one. All great, right? This is a new guy but he's not on the thing, right? And I don't care about him. All you guys, right? See? I see it, man. Don't think I don't know what's going on or who's doing things. I see everything, right? TSO. Let's take a look, right? Come on. There we go. Right? You guys. These are the people. These are the people. We need more like you, right? And the way to create more like you is you guys have to keep making the example. And I have to get rid of as many people as possible who are lazy. I don't need them. It's not going to work. So I'm creating a new. It's like starting from scratch. The new power trigger trade, the new power plant trades is going to help everything grow. I don't care about if this number grows small, but it attracts quality people like you guys. Every guy that's on this list already, I consider very good quality. But I need you guys to be like this all the time without me having to say anything anymore. I don't need to say it. So, and again, thank you for listening to this long-winded video. But I'm telling you, I think it was a necessary video. It's a super video, and it's to motivate everybody. Thanks for listening. Like this video.